Perfect.
Who better than Derek, Pat, Andrew, the wrestling crew? Man, they bout to put an end to y'all careers like a finishing move. They bout to give y'all facts on these cats that's fighting on these mats. Y'all can't see them like John Cena. Even if y'all had 20/20 vision, y'all better listen, pay attention, and take notes down, and realize that it's not your time now. And watch these three kings take the crown. Hey, hey.
You're listening to Wrestling IQ 101. And take it from me, Mr. Davis. No other wrestling podcast out there measures up. You want to know why? Because Wrestling IQ 101 is several levels above the rest.
Alright guys, welcome back to another edition of Wrestling IQ 101. I'm Andrew alongside Pat and Derek.
What's up, guys? What's up?
And you guys can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can check out WrestlingIQ101.com. And today we're sitting with the Taboo Crew, GIno Gotz, Craig Steele, Micah Jenkins. How you guys doing?
I'm fabulous. How we doing, gentlemen?
All right, doing good,
All
doing
right.
good.
Got my coffee. We're ready to talk.
It's a beautiful day.
Coffee. It's nighttime.
It's feeling nice out.
GIno Gotz got his little baby wine.
I got my vino. I brought plenty to share.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's it.
the Irish guy already
Thank
finished
you
his
so
glass.
much.
Yeah, of course he finished. You got the blood of Christ over there, ready to go.
I should have brought a 40 for my man Derek.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That would have been gone already.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that.
I'm riding with this. I know it's this.
That's the designated driver all the time.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Like it's straight edge for life.
You don't do nothing to drinking?
Nothing.
I just realized, yeah, he got his water.
You remember when he had his little martini gimmick?
Yeah, what was that?
I finished that shit.
Oh,
He walked in the ring with
It
it.
may not have been an energy drink.
May or may not have been ShopRite brand ginger ale.
Oh, man.
Shitty peanut as energy drink.
That's exactly what it
Wow.
was.
First
That's terrible.
one
That's
to drop the
terrible.
letters.
Nice. So, guys, can you tell us, like, how did you three, like, just all come together? How did you guys,
Well,
make
I'm
it
the
happen?
mastermind, obviously. I am the kingpin of the Taboo Crew. This is the big deal, Craig Steele. If you don't know who you're listening to,
Or care.
the way the Taboo Crew came about. Shut up. Drink your little baby wine.
All right.
The way the Taboo Crew came around pretty much happened when we were in another company that shall be nameless.
I think Chris Benoit was the owner of that.
Possible.
I think I might have dropped the levels
Might have had something to do with a terrible energy drink that he tried to rip everybody off with. But, that's neither here nor there. The real beginnings of the Taboo Crew was when I blew my knee out. I had torn ACL, and when I blew my knee out to keep me, out there, they put me on the TV show that we had as one of the hosts.
Yeah.
And as I did that, I would cut little promos and little things going that way. And I believe my first, partner in those things was my man right here, Micah Jenkins, who everybody knew as Sandy Man. He would step in, do a little jig, smile at the camera, and leave.
Can't say that. You can't call him that. That's not right.
And I think after that, I don't remember when did they put your little...
At the first Starland show, I walked out in my security T-shirt.
That's when you became my head of
Yeah,
security.
there was the Starland. I walked out with my list, my security. It was a black T-shirt and bright neon green.
We didn't tag then. It was I was in a 6-way.
Yeah, that was your first match back, and you
Yeah.
threw the wolf over the
My first match back. My first match back was with you in Union. We wrestled a Spania in the summer, and then right after that was
the outside show.
Yeah, the outside show was my first match back. But
I had a 3-piece suit and
90-degree weather. It was literally 95 degrees, and this guy's wearing a wool suit.
Oh, man.
I wasn't on the show, so I got drunk.
And then pretty much once we settled in a little bit, we started getting comfortable with each other, and our characters kind of fed off each other pretty well.
Yeah, it just worked for
And it worked. He was the flashy, high flyer. I was the big bruiser, and we kind of worked together well. I was the mouthpiece, and then I got this little prick as my
That's
and a
me.
security who's good at dancing like Akeem the African Dream.
Well, I'm doing that from now on.
That's pretty much his thing. And he had his list. He had the original
Yeah,
list.
fuck Jericho. That was my shit.
The original list was the GIno Gotz list.
I was
And
taking
that
people
was
off the list.
That you know what? That is
Yeah,
true.
Dude, Jericho stole my shit.
You had the list first.
Goddamn Canadian motherfucker.
Wrestling 101 fans, I'm here to tell everybody that GIno Gotz 100% had the list originally.
That's right.
You know, it was the VIP list. Whether you were allowed into the Taboo Crew or not, you had to go through that giant of a man.
That's right.
GIno
And
Gotz.
odds are you weren't on the list, so.
Robbie E took it too.
Everybody takes
Yes.
Mother sons of bitch. Bunch of.
You should have just trademarked that.
Yeah.
I mean, you really should have. You would make some
Yeah,
money.
right?
I was selling the lists on like Shop.com or whatever.
Yeah.
We dropped it after like 3 weeks.
I liked it. I liked the list.
Maybe I should bring it back. No, because then I'll be jocking. Hey, you son of a bitch. I swear. I just gotta fucking.
So, long story short, we had a nice run. Won a couple titles.
First ever WrestlePro champion.
Yeah, that's
First
right.
ever
That's
Wrestle
Pro
Tag Team Champions. We held that for about 6 months. And then we're still waiting for our rematch, by the way.
Yeah.
I blame that Ed
When's that
Jackson,
gonna happen?
skinny little beanpole motherfucker. He's always.
They
They said I could curse. I asked.
He took it and ran with it.
Take it easy.
My bad.
And now we're branching out. The Taboo Crew's branching out. We have Vanity back in the fold, who was with us. She was with me originally. I had Vanity before I had either one of these two clowns.
Actually, I
Yeah.
want to talk about that because you guys had a trio tournament and she teamed with you guys.
Actually, the first match in that Trios tournament.
Undefeated over
That's
there.
right.
This
Yeah,
gentleman
Gotz.
is undefeated.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody knows this, but let's get this on record. I pinned Macwell Jacob Feinstein 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the
You
ring.
did.
1-0.
That's incredible because he's doing great things in CCW.
He's a douche.
I want to see match you and Coach D.
Bro,
Everybody wants to see that.
I'm pretty sure he's still in the hospital.
You know,
Did
guys,
you see what I did to him?
Yeah, I saw it. I heard you.
Fuck him up.
If you guys were in Orlando
What is-
for the for WrestleCon, you would have seen GIno Gotz and Coach D
That's right.
go at it.
See, what you didn't see is when I jumped on him, I ripped his life alert shit off his neck, so that's why he was still on the ground. Then that other hoe, Casey, speared me and blindsided me, but I didn't mind.
Oh man, that's funny.
As I see, first I take Max's pin, then I take his girl. That's it. That's it. You hear that, Max? Do you hear that?
You're still friend zoned by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going back. The six person championship match.
Okay.
It was me, my man Micah, and Vanity against Coach D's boys, and we kind of got screwed out of that one.
You did.
We didn't. That wasn't a very fun time for me. A dark day.
So can you kind of tell us like how do you guys styles like match up with each other? Because Craig, you're like the veteran, and Jenkins, you're kind of like a little bit newer than Craig is.
This is my young boy.
The young boy.
My protege.
You're young bull. I hear it. Yeah,
The way we work together is he takes all the beatings and I take all the glory.
I noticed that because I was at BBWF.
I mean,
Like,
I set the tone.
sets the tone, and then when they're ready to go, they tags
You
me
was
to finish the
something
job.
dirty.
You're the hot tag.
actually, I wanted to talk about BBWF because you guys are in together.
I love BBWF.
You know, you guys are doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. You guys want to talk about why that split is?
It's not
Why don't you ask
necessarily.
the guy from BBWF? Because I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's not necessarily doing our own thing. It's just these guys are more established. They know what they're doing, and they don't always need me. And sometimes the newer guys like Valerio Lamorte need a little bit extra help. So it's kind of like they know what they're doing. They got it. So one day we'll all be together. Maybe Valerio will be my security in Taboo. You never know.
No, he doesn't have a personality.
He doesn't need a person. His personalities are in his biceps.
And I love the stuff that you do there. Like your promo with, you're trying to court Brandy.
Pronouns, pal.
You're trying to, like, you want Brandy. You're kicking the beach bums out. How does that stuff come about? Like,
It just happens. Do you know how I got onto BBWF?
no.
I started talking shit on Facebook to Brandy. I never met this girl in my life.
Oh, yeah.
and I just started hitting on her.
He does that with every girl on Facebook.
Yeah.
So you thought it was like a BBW show? You forgot the F part?
Dude, she's a little girl. Fala's got the big girls on that show. But no, it was just like, yo, your man's like old and decrepit and you should be with me. And then he, messages me and he's like, that's cool. Do you want to come and be on the show? And I'm like, yeah, I'm bringing Val and Taboo with me. He's like, okay, cool. I'll see you there. That's it.
Oh, man.
My favorite was when you're on the beach.
Oh, I live in Belmont.
Yeah, on the shore.
Yeah.
Like you might end up in the water or something like that.
Things happen. Accidents happen all the time. Not me. I'm talking about the icon. Not even sure what he's the icon of because he's like 57 and a half. But Brandy's like 19 and a half. So you got to give him some credit. He's in there.
Oh, man.
If you guys don't know GIno Gotz, there's 3 things you got to know about GIno.
Uh-oh.
Number 1, if you got a girl, hide her. Number 2, if you want to talk to a girl, don't tell him.
Oh, man.
And number 3, if you're a girl, you got to restrain him.
Oh, man. Well, definitely one thing I'll say about GIno is I definitely believe, like, you have brought the art of managing, like, back to, like, it's been lost. I feel like managing is kind of like a dead thing. You don't really see too many managers. Even on TV, it's like Paul Heyman. That's really like it. You can't really mention too many. But I think like you do like an amazing job when it comes to being what a manager is.
No, thank you. But I really got to give Craig credit on that one because in the beginning I was kind of just quiet. I know. I was quiet. I really didn't say much, and I just
See, this is the real GIno Gotz.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you come out of your shell and
That's
do
it.
what you're supposed to?
Bro, do you remember what he was limping into school one day, into the wrestling school. He was going to do promos with David Adams, and he's just like, I don't remember why we were talking, but you were like, every motherfucker in there knows I'm there because I'm loud, and I make sure they know I'm there. So just go in there, be yourself, be loud, talk to everybody, and then you get noticed.
That's right.
And the reason I got noticed is because I sound like this, basically. And I remember we cut promos one day, and Kevin Matthews and Mario were there. Were you there for that? I don't remember. And
Probably was. Yeah, I was.
Kevin was like, "Oh, that was good. Just do a promo in your real voice." And Mario was like, "Yeah, that's him. That's what it is." I was just like, "Yeah,
It's not a character.
This is
He's a little
it.
creep.
what are you gonna do?"
He's definitely
good guy.
like
He's a good guy.
That's when I tell you his motto, whatever you need, GIno Gotz, it's the truth.
I got you.
Yeah, I remember I was at a show and I was like, "Oh, I wanted to get like a CPA shirt," and you're like, "I'll go get them." And like you ran and you got like CPA, and I was like, "That was like some hustle right there."
Ooh, I got you.
Whatever I need, I ask this kid. I'm like, come on, GIno.
You're like
He's like,
Red
"I got you,
from
boss."
Shawshank.
I just seen that too.
Yeah?
I got that Fire Stick thing. I mean, I pay for everything I watch, but yeah, I seen that. It was good.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, how did you guys individually become fans of wrestling?
Go ahead, Micah.
Let's ask Micah.
Go ahead, Micah.
Talk.
For me, I remember the very first day that I started watching wrestling.
It was Coco Beware, the junkyard
No.
dog.
It was actually, I was flicking through the channels and came across Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett made you a wrestling fan?
No, let me-
You're right.
let me explain.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Double J one?
Yeah, the double J lit up on the hat.
Nice.
I just was like, what the hell is this? As a little kid, I really said that. I said, what is this? What the hell is this? And the very next thing I remember was the vignette where the little kid is in the backstage area with his dad.
The Bret Hart one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he looks up and goes, Bret! And they zoom down the hallway, and that was the first time I saw Bret Hart. And for some reason, I just was hooked. I never seen him wrestle at that point, but he was just my guy. Bret was just the guy for me at that point. And I was hooked ever since.
Bret Hart. Me? I'll go to GIno Gotz because mine's hard and funny.
Yeah, yours is probably like with the black and white and the Bruno Sammartino and shit like that.
That's the guy with the salt and pepper hair.
Bro, it's a gimmick. It's not real.
Just touchy gray, right?
Yeah, that's it. It's like Keith Hernandez. I actually have mad cow disease, so I don't remember shit. But my cousins and my aunt, they always used to watch wrestling in the house, so I've been watching since I was like 3 or 4 years old. So I just always, my aunt had a stack of tapes, and that's the only thing that would quiet me up. Just put me in front of the TV and watch wrestling tapes. I was always a bad guy fan, though. Like Macho Man, Ted DiBiase, Mr. Perfect, people like that. But I was a Hulkamaniac. However, once Yokozuna destroyed him, that's kind of when, you flipped on him. And I never watched WCW. I'm not even sure what WCW is. CPA keeps talking about it like it was something, but I don't remember. Was it like a Sunday Night Heat episode WCW? I don't get it. Nobody likes WCW.
That's not true. I love
WCW too.
WCW used to come on.
Fuck that shit.
I only used to watch the pay-per-views, the WCW pay-per-views, because it would conflict with Raw. But we had the little black box, so you could hit the button, and every time the WCW pay-per-view would come on, I was right there. Yeah, because
I wasn't allowed to watch Raw.
A black box. What?
Yeah. I had to watch
Scrambler.
So you were stealing pay-per-view.
Oh, what's wrong with you? No.
You weren't watching Spice Channel.
Yeah.
You were watching the WCW pay-per-views. You watched
I see a kneecap.
I wasn't allowed to watch Raw because it came on too late. So
well, you had good parents.
We had cable in one room, and it was in my mom's room, and that's why
I had my own TV with my own VCR that was built in, and I always taped the last episode. And on Tuesdays, I would wake up an hour early just to watch the end of Raw because I had to see what happened. Because that was like the best time too, like growing up.
I had one VHS tape, and I would record Raw, SmackDown, and Dark Angel. I don't know if you know what Dark Angel is. I used to record those three. It's with Jessica Alba. It's all you need to know. And I would record the three of them, watch them during the week, and rewind it. It was amazing. And then after like 3 months of that, the video cassette tape would just die, and all of a sudden you didn't have sound anymore. Then it was like bumping. Then you had to get a new VHS tape. VHS tapes are. Google it. Fuck the rest of you. Google that shit.
Those were awesome.
Yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, my parents got divorced when I was really young. So I would go to see my dad on the weekends. And Saturday nights...
He said, fuck you. He doesn't know his father.
I do.
I know what he did. You saw my boy Povich. Terrible. So,
my friends.
WCW Saturday night. It was a long time ago, 1989 or something. The Road Warriors turned on Dusty Rhodes, and they carved his eyeball out with one of those spikes from the shoulder pads, and it was gushing blood, and everybody was screaming in that place, and that was what got me focused on wrestling. And from that moment, I was probably 8 years old. All I wanted to do was wrestle. All I wanted to do was watch wrestling. All I wanted to do was think about wrestling, and that was everything.
Oh, man. So Jenkins, besides wrestling, I'm going to assume you were watching a little Michael Jackson as well.
Before wrestling, it was Moonwalker every day, and we would go to the run videos.
Which Michael Jackson did you prefer, the white Michael Jackson or the black Michael Jackson?
I'll probably have to say the white one because
he
was white when I was growing up. He was like Thriller right
like
before
that's a generation Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
you know who the star of Moonwalker was, right?
You.
Joe Pesci was the lead villain in that movie.
Well, you had this conversation before.
I didn't, but now it's on my record.
I probably watched that movie 1,000 times.
I've never seen Moonwalker.
I've never seen that either.
You guys.
Before I met this kid, I hated Michael Jackson. I hated him until I met him. And now I'm like, all right, I don't hate him as much. I hate him, but I don't hate him as much.
So who do you listen to now?
I still listen to Michael Jackson. But I'm a big Bruno Mars fan.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I know you are. Jesus Christ.
On our ride down to Brooklyn, he was trying to get some sexy time. He threw that Bruno Mars CD in. I was like,
my partner, instead of flying down in comfort to Florida, decided to drive and visit family. How many times did you listen to that Bruno Mars album?
The whole 16 hours. And I've had that album probably like 5 or 6 months now. But I didn't feel like flicking through the radio station and stuff. Driving through the country.
You get satellite radio again?
Apple Music or something.
You doesn't need that power steering satellite radio.
It worked. My power steering magically started working a week before the trip, and it worked all the way down, and it stopped working on the way back home. I was like,
His car smells like maple syrup. You know, like when when it starts burning, you get like that antifreeze smell, that maple syrup smell.
No, that's from the chicken and waffles in the back seat.
I don't have my car problems are not that.
So, how was WrestleCon for you guys?
Amazing.
Yeah, it was the most fun I've ever had in wrestling.
We went out there and
I almost missed it.
you almost did. I was so prepared for I don't take anything in my life seriously. WrestleCon, I took 100% seriously. Yeah. I was focused on that show. 5 minutes before our match, we're warming up, getting ready. I'm like, where is GIno Gotz? Nobody knows where he is. I go ask somebody, like, oh, he's outside with Cody Rhodes. He's a star, actually, if you've ever met one. And I'm like, well, tell him to come on. We're on stage in 4 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Bro, Brandy loves me. So, when Brandy talks, I
tolerates you.
Like everybody else.
Nobody loves you. Your mama don't even love you.
That is a fact. Oh, that woman is not okay with me in her life.
So, you almost missed the show.
Pat Buck. Craig came, he asked Pat, where the hell is GIno? And Pat came out and said, yeah, Cody, we need him right now. His match is on in 2 minutes. It's like, oh, all right. And then I shoot to the back. Where the fuck have you been? I'm right here. Put my jacket on and dance my way out to the ring.
Were people since it's a huge thing, there was events every day, were people partying because they're excited to be there and everything, and they'd be the next day hungover or whatever?
Well,
yes.
Me personally, I said no.
No?
Because I went down there with the wife and the baby. So I was smart. My big excuse of being able to go to Florida for a week was, we'll take the baby to Disney World. And then that got me out of trouble.
Yeah.
I can't speak for this little guy. I know he wasn't because he don't drink. He was probably...
Yeah, I was hammered. We met... some Australians, some British people, some Irish people, some Southern people. I couldn't understand a word those people were saying because they got some thick accents. But I speak perfect English. But
it does.
Yeah. But I almost got kicked out of the hotel though because we were just talking and the little lady came over and said that somebody was being loud. I'm not sure who. Might have been me, but
pretty sure it was you.
Yeah, it was a fun time though. We were hanging out with what's her face from Texas, Lisa.
Okay.
She was fun.
How was the crowd reaction? Because it
was weird because when we went down there, I'm going to say 2/3 of our roster never wrestled below that Mason-Dixon line. So
I know I didn't.
So we went out there. 95% of the fans didn't know who we are when we went out there. By the end of that match, everybody in that building was on their feet with us. So. It's a little different experience from going out there and everybody knowing, oh, that's Taboo Crew. We know what their gimmick is. We know what they're doing. We know how how they work. And then it was the first time for them to see our whole stage presence show that we put on, and I think we turned a lot of heads, and a lot of people really respected us after that, and they appreciated what we did.
Yeah, it's funny because WrestlePro people come to see you guys. And sometimes they come to see the stars too, but the focus is on you guys, the homegrown talent. It's completely different from other promotions where they have bigger indie stars and stuff like that.
Well, that's all because of Pat Buck. Pat, he looks at his guys as WrestlePro. That's why you see a lot of us, how proud we are to be members of WrestlePro, to be a part of that. We all say we are WrestlePro because that's what it is. It's not the big name talent guy that's going to come in and sell, take pictures with the guys and have a one-off match. It's the guys that go out there every month, bust our tails, and are proud of the product that we put out there. And I think our product stands up against anybody else in the independents. If it's the Northeast or anywhere else in the country, I think our product stands on its own, and people know what to expect when they see us.
I think that was even the case in Orlando too, because you look at CZW, the lineup that they had huge names all across the board, and you guys had your own guys there. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It was Taboo Crew, Apple Core,
España.
España. It was all your own guys, and then all the other people they brought in, all these huge names. You know what I mean?
That's not how we operate.
Exactly.
It's comparable to like old school ECW because like if you turn on ECW at 2:00 in the morning on the MSG network, you didn't know who Jerry Lynn was. You at the end of the match, you were a fan of Jerry Lynn. I mean, granted, they brought in Sid and Jerry Lawler, like they brought in those one or two big names, and then the rest of the ECW roster won you over in the ring or on promos. It's like I would compare it to something like that because we're just trying to work and be the next big company. That's the goal.
We have a talented roster, so
yeah. There's no dud on that show, like from start to finish, and you don't even get tired or worn out. Like some other shows, like you'll go from like 6:00 and they'll have a signing. You're like, oh, okay, and it doesn't get out to like 11:30, and you're like, oh man, drained, just sitting there for.
That's a lot to ask people to do. And sit for 5 hours,
And I don't even feel that way. Like by the end of the time, like, yo, you're just getting started, bro.
Just getting started, and that's how I feel about the company. The company's just getting started. Everybody, as we grow together, you'll see the product keep getting better and better, and everybody has faith in, everybody's confident in their abilities, and we go out there. Pat puts us in a position where we can shine for the people, and for the most part, just about everybody on that roster steps up to the plate, and every show does just that, and I think that's what separates us from a lot of companies.
I feel like there's improvements every single show, whether it's a little tiny, whether the Titantron screen is positioned a little better, or we have a new piece of equipment, or the light has a new banner. There's always some sort of improvement to make it better in the long run. So
it's because everybody cares.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, and one of the good things for me personally is like I've literally been a fan of like indie wrestling, maybe going on like 4 years now. Maybe I've known Andrew for like 4 years. Like, and I've always was just like WWE, WCW, ECW. I don't know nothing about the indies or anything like that. Then he took me to the show we won't name back in the days, and then
that was a few years ago.
And then it's like and then it's like for me it's kind of like I feel like especially with you guys, like I've grown with you guys. Like I feel like I was watching him on TV and it's like he debuted, and it's like for me it's like it's just an awesome moment. It's like I'm growing with you guys, and it's like
every day, man.
Yeah.
Every day he gets better and better, and
definitely.
It was funny because I would like message him from work. He'd be like, "Did you watch like that show?" And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, definitely." And I'm like, "Yo, that was freaking awesome! Like how you guys were able to showcase that." I mean, the time was a little crappy. Like,
it is what it is.
Yeah. But I mean, I made sure
TV,
I made sure
that's what DVR is for.
Yeah, of course. Like I would like because I work Sunday mornings. Like as I'm getting ready, I'm like I'm watching this right now. I gotta see what's happening. And I thought that stuff was great. I thought your stuff was great with David Adams.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I had a good
your
time
stuff.
with
I
David
thought
Adams.
That's how you know you have talent, when you can make a segment with David Adams look good.
But David Adams was my partner for a while, so we had a long. We had some. He still smells terrible.
I always ask him about him, and I didn't ask him.
The breath. It's the breath.
That's why he's with Debbie Kane, because all that Filipino food smells like him. So she makes you feel at home.
David Adams has. He has.
We asked Dave
underwear breath. Underwear breath.
That's because he eats the booty like groceries. That's what the kids are saying, right?
How much?
That's what they're saying.
Lit.
It's lit.
It's lit.
How much is your gear actually?
Bro.
I think every week I get a message from I'm getting new gear.
Yo, I'm like, I can't afford to be with you no more.
It's not just the gear, it's the vests and
the jackets,
the
hats.
Listen, I gotta stay clean always.
Oh.
If it's Gucci or if it's the sparkly stuff, and if I get a new set of gear, I gotta get some new boots to match them. It's definitely if you can't manage the lifestyle of being the big deal Craig Steele, you can't be the big deal.
That's it. It's not a gimmick.
It's not. If you come to Taboo, you see me at Taboo. What you see on TV or what you see in that wrestling ring is what you see at the club.
If you have Fala back in here, ask him what his favorite promo he ever cut was.
Oh, I remember. I saw that. Yeah, you said you brought him in.
That was our partner.
You made him an honorary partner.
That's right.
Fala's my boy forever. And he had a great time that day.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He had a great time.
So, you guys have read a lot of great opponents from Team España to Apple Corp. the headbangers we just talked about before when we started. Who has been your favorite people to work with? Beach Bums?
I think we have the best chemistry with the Heavenly Bodies. I think we've had some really good matches with them.
Okay.
I think we have a lot of future. We got a lot of we got history with them. We got to
wrestle them forever.
Like we can just go out there, and we don't got to do nothing but hit that ring, and we know it's gonna be a special match. I think we have a lot of great chemistry with them. They're great. They're great competitors. They're nasty dudes, and they bring the best out of us. The best part of tag team wrestling is when you can go against a team like that really brings out the best in you, where you just it's gonna be a fight, and those are the best ones. That gets you really up and gets you get those goose pimples on your arm and get you ready to go. And I think every time we see our names on the opposite side of the sheet with them, it's gonna be a good one.
For me, I always learn something from whenever we get in the ring with them. Because I'm still pretty much brand new to the business, and I'm always excited to get in the ring with veterans, and Justin's been doing some 10, 11 years, just his old dude.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I got partnered with Craig. He's been doing this for
A long time.
forever.
Forever.
So it's always a good learning experience for me. I like wrestling Team Espana too. I feel like we got great chemistry.
That's what
we
I was
always
saying.
have some of our best matches with them.
We have really good matches with Team Espana.
My favorite match you guys had was with Team Espana the first time we went to Brooklyn. And, I'm sitting on the outside of the ring like we were tag team champs back then. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, we got to lose. We about to lose. No. Oh, I'm sitting having heart palpitations. But they those boys, every time they bring it, and they always put a good match on with you guys.
That's another young team that's on the rise. That every show they improve and they get better and they get better, and they got a lot of chemistry with each other, and they're definitely tough kids. They're coming up from wherever they live in Brooklyn or whatever it is.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna say it because there's another team as well that I've seen them come up when they first came together. I was like, the hell is this? A soccer team? I was like, I don't know. Now I like those guys together with Coach D and Nikos. I think they're a great team.
I enjoy dumping Coach D on his head.
Who doesn't like that man getting dropped on his head?
Coach D.
Well, mark my words, that man will die in the ring.
I'm an ego driver.
Yeah, we hope it.
I honestly think he's going to die in the ring.
He 100% will die in the ring.
One day somebody's going to get him, and I just hope it ain't me.
Or a hotel room. You never know.
I was heartbroken when Mike Dell left him and he was stranded. I was
loved him, Mike Dell.
I thought that was great.
Yeah.
But when he...
I liked him better than Ashley.
He was great. Yeah, of course. He's a goofy little dude that can beat up. I love the fact that he comes out flexing and then just pops a bloody nose for no reason.
Yeah. Did you ever hear him talk about the legend of Dylan Stiffwood? This man 100% believes everything he says. So, he's not acting. He's not pretending. This man believes that he is Coach Dylan Stiffwood, the lifeguard legend, and he held a signing at a bowling alley.
I saw that on Facebook. He's great. He's
a good dude.
He's going to die in the ring.
He will. He will do anything to help you. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Definitely. So, as far as on the indies, is there anybody you guys haven't faced that you would want to face?
There's a lot of guys on the indies that eventually will cross paths.
Mm-hmm. EYFBO. That'd be a fun one.
That'd be a great match.
I tell you who I don't want to face.
Who's that?
The Hit Squad.
All
he does is talk about how he wants to get in the ring with Moth and Mac, and I'm like, I'm not coming out to the ring for that. I'm just not coming.
I don't.
Put him in a cage.
Independent promoters listening to this show, you want to put butts in the seats. You want to sell some tickets. You put the Taboo Crew in the ring with the Hit Squad.
Nope.
And it's going to be a fight. That'll be a war. It's going to happen.
I'll die in the ring.
One of these days it's going to happen. And
that'd be dope.
It's going to
you
be
ready for that, Jenkins? You ready?
Ready as I can.
Because I'm going to say something stupid, and Mom's going to beat the hell out of me.
Just like that.
And I'm going to...
It's like Beatrice.
It was so funny because we had Dan Moff on, and I was like, "You think we'll ever see them together again, Hit Squad and WrestlePro?" And he's like, "Oh, you never know."
You had him on right before that too. I remember that.
He's like, "Yeah, you never know." And I was in Starland, and I see this
Must
big
have
guy. And I'm
come
like,
out.
yo,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is some old school Jersey All Pro stuff. This is awesome. I don't know if you guys
That's
ever.
how we came up, man. I'm ready to I used to come up
Did you go?
going through walls. I was in the business right in the beginning. I was in the first 3 or 4 Jersey All Pro shows, and then I moved to Florida and I was gone. So I was one of the original dudes back in the day, and we would go out there. It was fighting and nasty, old school, breaking crap over your head and going through stuff, and that's how I learned. That's like what my original stuff. I did some crazy shit when I was a kid, and then as you get older and your body gets older, you're like, I don't think I want to do it.
I remember because they had like LAX, and they would take on the Redneck Wrecking Crew of Brody Lee, now Luke Harper, and Necro Butcher, and they would throw each other against the rec center wall. They would throw people into like the merchandise table, and they were crazy. But then they also had really skilled technical matches.
Yeah,
at Jersey All Pro.
Jersey All Pro was great. It's back. I think you got a show in October.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, those are good guys.
That's where I started my love for indie wrestling.
You're that Jersey All Pro Hit Squad and the Taboo Crew. You want to make some money?
Gino's going through a wall. I think he's going through a wall.
Who wants to see GIno Gotz hit that wall? I want to see GIno Gotz hit a wall.
I don't want to see it.
I just want to say that Dan Moff and Steve Mack are two of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and they're wonderful people, and I'm going to buy their kids wonderful Christmas presents if I make it to Christmas. This has been a public service announcement by GIno Gotz. Please don't kill me.
All right, so let's go like out of the indies. Let's say like just any tag team in general, like fantasy dream
Demolition,
match.
man.
Dude, I was the same way. Demolition with Fuji, because I'm going to wrap the cane around his skull.
I would have liked to wrestle like the Hart Foundation or the Rockers or Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. That would be, the Midnight Express. Some of those are the guys that I really I appreciate. I appreciate tag team wrestling, and it's an art form, and if you can, it takes a lot to master tag team wrestling. We're far from masters, but I'll tell you what, there's some of those teams that are just fantastic that you go out there and have a great time.
Yeah, I was thinking you guys in the Dudley Boys, like the battle of the interracial tag
That
team.
That's my son,
Bro.
brothers. That's my son.
I swear, if we have a Halloween show, can we come out as Bubba, Devon, and Spike? Why?
We get thrown in the crowd. We could do it.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah, that's a-
SummerSlam.
We actually dressed
we
up
did
as
the Dudley Boys.
Yeah.
Right?
See, we got- they
Camera
look-
It was
man.
Devon.
I wanted to be Devon.
He kept telling everybody he was Devon. I
He
don't
had
know
those
why.
white glasses on.
Yeah, I bought him the
Bro.
white glasses. I taped him up. I'm like, yo, we look so legit. And the kid behind us is like, you guys should have came as the Dudley Boys. I'm like, what? Like, how could you not see? We came as we had the camo
Did
pants.
you guys have? Oh, you should have
No,
won.
you shoulda won the
extenders, the
and the-
overalls. The overalls.
Yeah, like-
Tie-dye,
We
yeah.
bought the Dudley Boys shirt. We came. We got the.
you gotta go tie-dye.
Tie-dye. You want to do old school Dudleys? That's how
Oh
you do it.
man!
My name is
But the guy couldn't even get it, and it was the new Dudleys too. Like that
You
was
know
the
wrestling
funny
fans
thing.
are stupid as hell, right?
Yeah.
You're all morons, and I hate you.
If you're listening to this after our Starland Ballroom show, maybe it's possible Hornswoggle got thrown into the crowd like Spike Dudley, but
Oh my god!
it's
Word.
possible.
Yeah, by me.
That dude's a pretty heavy dude, man.
He's
He's not light,
Yeah,
man.
he slammed
balls.
He slammed Bala.
He's like a medicine ball,
And he eats healthy.
and you gotta. No, he doesn't.
Bro, when we went to the Italian restaurant, he was just, I eat like a man. He ordered Galamont, then he ordered a whole big ass chicken parm. The rest of us are eating like half a chicken. You don't even get sauce on yours. You're weird.
I get sauce and sandwiches.
Sauce.
I like sauce.
I do the same thing.
See that? Too much. You ruin the flavor if you have too much sauce.
Now go
On
have
the
some
side,
matzo ball
on the
soup.
side.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dip it.
Just some fresh matzo.
You have any matzo ball soup? That sounds banging.
Not at the moment. I have some
It's
matzo.
Passover.
Is Passover the gimmick where you hide the matzah?
Yeah,
and you gotta find it.
And you can't
Yeah.
eat bread, right?
Is there any
Can't eat
hidden
bread.
matzah in this room? You might
No,
step
no.
on some matzah. You have the coins, the little gold.
That's for Hanukkah.
Oh,
Is this bitch on SmackDown now?
that's right. The gold coins.
Sorry.
So, Craig, can you kind of tell us about how'd you get into like running a gentleman club? Like, how did you get into?
Yeah, I want to hear this story.
When I tell you, professional wrestling and the gentleman's club industry go hand in hand.
I can believe it.
My entire life, I know it's going to be hard to believe, but I'm a bullshit artist.
Weird.
I don't believe it.
I don't know if you've ever seen him sell his merch.
I bought it.
Yo, bro, Andrew wears some sort of Taboo Crew gear in every picture he takes with everybody. Everybody.
To get sidetracked, what you're supposed to do. We got the new Taboo Crew hats.
I saw white ones.
No, we have they're
silver and gold.
Oh, I saw the gold part.
They're gray with gold and black, and then we're gonna have
white
in May in May 20th at Broadway Rec Center. We will have the all new Taboo Crew basketball jerseys. Last year we had the old basketball jerseys.
Those were sweet.
I like those. Yeah,
those are nice.
Everybody that pre-orders a jersey gets their number they pick. So everybody that gets a jersey is a member of the Taboo Crew. Nice.
The good thing about all the merch that Craig makes is it's not like your regular dorky wrestling shirt where you're like I'm embarrassed to wear this out in public. No, man puts out like Gucci gear where you're like, this is my going to the club shirt now. Like,
that's how we roll.
I like the new one you have, the white one with like the Jim Beam logo.
The Jim Beam logo one.
That is so sick.
Different.
So make sure you get his size. Bring one of everything.
Yeah,
he's gonna take it. Bring the hat. Everything.
I actually wore. I didn't get a haircut, so I went to another show. I went to Women's of Warrior. So I'm like, oh man, I have nothing.
Wear your Taboo Crew hat.
I'm like, I love to wear the hat. And
it didn't even match. I'm old, man. I need that hat. I'm getting up there.
We have my hats are pretty sick.
Yeah, I have to agree.
The gray one with the gold and the black that are coming out.
I like the black one, the black and pink one.
Yeah, a lot. We're all over the place.
Yeah,
a lot of guys are wearing them. That's you can't beat that. All right, so let's get back. Gentlemen's Club.
What the hell were we talking about?
When I moved to Florida, early 2000s, I was working at a furniture store, lugging shit and carrying couches and dressers, and I'm like, it's 1,000 degrees here. I walked into a club in Newport Richey, right outside of Tampa, and I spoke to the guy. I said, "Oh, you guys hiring any security? Because I'm a big boy. If you haven't noticed, the big deal is a big boy." And he goes, "Yeah, we're hiring security guys. Come back tomorrow night with a black shirt." For my bullshit skills, it took me 3 days to become a manager for that club. And then when I made the decision to move back to New Jersey, first stop I did was a club in Woodbridge, and that's no longer there. You know, I'm not saying there was any shootings or anything like that there, but I'm just saying it's not there no more. You cannot confirm or deny the facts of the.
We're not saying that Micah or Derek's family was involved either. We're not confirming or denying.
Guys, don't Google Platinum Lounge in Woodbridge. All right.
I just did.
So I walked into there. I just need a door job. Went from door guy right to manager.
How much does a door job cost?
That was a long time ago, man. You're too short to be a door guy.
That was a joke.
And then literally, it was a terrible joke. You should have brought some more.
Oh, Derek, edit that.
Long story short, my talking got me in the door, and my size got me in the door, and my talking got me moved up, and so on and so forth. You know, moving from club to club until I found my home at Taboo 6 years ago. Taboo Men's Club. We got our anniversary party coming up.
I was invited.
Don't miss that. You were invited.
Nice. Go.
The big deal, Craig Steele's champagne birthday bash is going to be on the 28th. You're not going to be able to hear this, but it was great. 25 beautiful ladies from Colombia, Brazil, Russia.
All legally here. All here legally.
If you work for immigration, they will all have their papers. A couple American girls here and there.
They can all show you their green cards in the VIP room. Don't worry.
And it's just a natural progression. As you go, you talk your way in, and the better sales you do, the more you can sell, the more money you can make, and so on and so forth. And I've been blessed to find a business that I love. Like I love wrestling.
Nice. What do you think has better gentlemen's clubs? Would you go with New Jersey or Florida?
Everything's different. I've been in Florida. I've been in New Orleans. I've been all over the place. Every club is different. I prefer the way we run clubs in New Jersey as opposed to a lot of the other places because all the laws are pretty similar. But I like the old school stage in the middle, girls dancing, collecting tips behind the bar, lap dance, champagne room style, as opposed to little stages and guys sitting in chairs and creeps with bottles of water and hiding. That's what Florida is.
Yeah.
You go to a club in New Jersey. You're going to get some drinks. You're going to have a good time, and it's a party.
Yeah. Oh man, that's so crazy. And I've always heard of Taboo, and
Taboo. That's it.
you own Taboo. That's crazy.
I don't
man.
own it. If I owned it, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't own it yet.
I'm the general manager.
You're the manager. Okay,
And
I got you.
I'll say this: Taboo is much better than XO too.
Oh Jesus Christ! I've been XL.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 28.
What the hell are you doing at XL?
Oh, I've been there.
That's 2018.
No, I know. I've been
He's trying to get dirty. That's why.
XL.
What the hell
XL
is
is the
XO?
home of the 48-year-old Brazilian ladies with the C-section.
I've been there
scars.
before.
Bro, what's
and
up?
they come. It's down the street from my club, and they'll walk in. They'll walk in, and they'll be like, "Can I help? I want to audition," and I'll be like, "Turn your old ass around and go back."
Wow. Irish people have no shame.
Anybody listening to this, if you see the big deal at Taboo, you come and see me. I will buy you a drink.
How many black girls you got there? Andrew loves all the black girls.
I have
None.
2 black.
He said none.
I have 2.
There's some Russians.
It's a Colombian.
I have a black porn star that'll be coming in for my party.
Nice.
That's
I like
that's
Jewish girls.
See that? There's no Jewish strippers.
girls.
I don't think so.
I bet you to run. She's not here.
That's
Might be,
what-
yeah.
Who you got? Who you got coming in?
That one.
I like nice Jewish
Martha.
girls. Nice Jewish girls.
My girl
Martha.
Melrose. You don't remember Melrose?
She comes out in the yarmulke.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
right. Just
None of you guys were at my early shows when I had the really hot black chick with the real big boobs come to the ring with me.
Yeah, I don't know
She
who
was
you
my
talking
regular. She was at every show.
Oh, really?
She's my ace in the hole. I'm bringing her in. You
I-
might see her at Starling Bar.
about. Can I request an Asian?
Can I request your credit card? How about that?
This is
Yeah, you can put
over.
my tab on that too.
Shit.
Oh man. So out of you 3, who parties the hardest?
GIno Gotz.
Gina?
Micah Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Micah Jenkins. No. Don't let his straight edge life fool you. Because this boy, we could be on the way home from setting up or closing down at 1:30, 2 in the morning. Yo, what you gonna do? I'm going home. I'm going to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a club, see what's going on over there.
He's gonna be like the dude from what the hell is that movie? We were just talking about this the other day.
40-year-old virgin.
No.
Well, he's sitting right next to you. He will smack the shit out of you.
Running down the street while they're shooting at him.
He's the good Ricky.
He's
40-year-old virgin. I have a 1-year-old son.
Why you just called him Ricky?
Ricky.
That's fucked up.
Boys in the
Micah
Hood.
Jenkins, how many
Ricky,
kids do you
no!
Did I know I have?
Just one that he knows. One that he has to pay for.
Pretty much.
No, not you are the virgin. The other guys in the movie.
He's the
That's
black
all.
guy.
The black guy,
He's the
isn't
black
it? Yeah.
guy. GIno Gotz is the virgin.
Yeah.
He's everybody's friend.
That's it.
I'm Gino's friend.
So if any Asian strippers out there want to take the V card, you just go ahead.
I do
Right.
have Asian girls, but they're not from China. They're more they're from the Stan countries, like
What does that even mean?
Turkmenistan or not Pakistan. Turkmen like the ones that are part of that Soviet circle.
Oh, they're like Mocha.
okay.
They're like Mongolians.
What the
You
fuck?
know, like
Okay.
yeah,
Damn it, Mongolians!
they're Asian, but they speak Russian.
Mongolians is
I
pretty
can do
Russian.
them. I got some really hot ones of those.
Ew.
Oh,
They
man.
don't need to talk.
But if you like Brazilians, my thing is if you're gonna apply for a job at Taboo, and the big deal Craig Steele is your auditioner, if you don't got a fat butt, don't ask for an audition.
Yo, where did this conversation go?
Wrestling?
We trying to help people get jobs here, man.
I really highly doubt there's any like smoking hot listeners of this podcast. Most of them are kind of doing what we're doing right now in somebody's mom's basement, you know.
Seriously,
But if there are, the Taboo Men's Club is always hiring beautiful, exotic women.
The girls are hot. Yeah.
The girls are hot. You can come to my club at Tuesday at 1:00 in the afternoon, and you're going to see the hottest girl you ever seen in your life.
Big booty hoes.
No, they're not hoes. They're ladies.
Ladies. Hop with it.
All right, here.
I was just showing him.
That's a nice one.
This is a podcast. The audience can't see
She's
that.
asking to work. She didn't even get a job yet.
That's it.
Wait, let me.
Back to your wrestling. How did the
Oh,
Sandman
yeah.
come about?
Wait, what? Oh,
Sam.
Sam.
Don't ask me that.
Yeah,
Somebody
Is that your
Answer.
is that your idea?
No.
No.
It was just, I was a new student.
do you get Sandyman, though? Do you get it? Because I didn't get it for a good minute.
Dummy. You don't know what WCW is.
So people just
It was ECW.
What Sandyman was a knockoff, sort of
It was like a parody.
a parody of the Sandman from
Yeah.
ECW,
Okay.
where he came to the crowd, but he was the Sandyman. So they played. They had the song was the Enter Sandman, but it was the version that Pat Boone made, exactly. So it was swingy, like Frank Sinatra crap. So don't even say nothing. So basically, Sandyman was the cool black,
guy.
black dude that drank. Instead of drinking beer, he drank his martinis. Okay. And instead of swinging a cane, he had his little light.
No, he had the microphone. The microphone.
I had a microphone stand and a 3-piece.
That's
suit.
what he used to that. You never had nobody with that.
Nah.
Nope. The Sandyman never came nobody.
Wait a minute. Did you ever talk into that microphone?
Did I ever talk?
No, he never talked. He just kind of shook his head he shook his head and smiled.
I'm surprised you never sang with that.
See, now that you explain that, all right, it makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah.
At that time, I didn't get it. I was about to get it.
Fans reacted to it positively, so
I loved it.
I thought it was great. That when you wrestle in the suit and stuff like that.
He had that light on him as he came out.
Yeah,
everybody was standing up. What's going on? If you could do something that gets the crowd involved, especially in your entrance, they're already emotionally invested in your match. So once that match starts, you already got them.
Yeah, like you come out with the dollar gun.
I come out with the money gun,
spray
shoot
it.
money at people. Yep. We did the champagne for a long time. It depends. Sometimes if you're watching, you'll see some of the Taboo ladies come out. It doesn't happen every day because we focus kind of on our ring work right now as opposed to getting over these ladies. But you'll see them. Big shows come out the host.
That's the trade-off.
That's it.
People like the Sandyman character, but now the difference is now in my in-ring ability is far better than it was at the time.
I think Mike is one of the most exciting people to watch during the show.
This kid is the most underrated high flyer in wrestling. When you see a lot of these guys like the Flip Gordons or the Joey Janellas or any of these guys that do some wild, crazy stuff, high flying, there's nobody in this business that can do some of the stuff this kid does. I go to him, Micah, why don't you try that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There's not.
That's kind of like
that's what happens every single week. Hey, Micah, you ever think you could do a backflip and land on your feet and it?
Yeah.
No.
That should be my catchphrase.
I guess so.
Try it. I've never asked you to do something.
He's never said no. Never, ever,
Never said no. I'm like, do the flip off that. All right. He doesn't know if there's anybody underneath him, but he's still going to do it. And knock wood, this is plastic.
Yeah,
knock wood, he's still standing here.
The only one that ever gets hurt off of Micah's flips and dives is Craig.
So, Mike, I wanted to ask you about that battle royal that you did.
I'll talk about that one.
Because there's a lot of people that ended up becoming pretty big that were in it, and you won. I believe you won that, right?
Yeah, he won.
You want to just kind of
I want to hear this story.
Yeah,
I remember this.
go into it.
Yeah, the Kid Christian in there.
What did you do, bro? That was. Oh wait. Hold on. Let me help Craig for a minute.
That's the one I punched GIno in the face.
Yeah, he did. But Craig, this is the one you came out and you were like, the winner gets a night in vanity. That's it. The winner gets. You had your big purple suit on.
I couldn't walk.
Yeah, you lifted a ring.
3 weeks post ACL.
It wasn't a limp. It was a pimp walk.
And I sat there, and you won the date with vanity.
That's right. You knocked my damn teeth out.
I would be a hot disaster with that grape suit.
Can I wear that one?
I went to K&G to the hookup section. I'm like, I need a hookup for this show.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Just to talk about the match. And
I was an experience.
You remember that match?
You remember winning?
I remember winning and everything. And
I remember you were supposed to kiss Vanity. Did you kiss Vanity?
No, she had a drink, and I took the drink from her and left.
That's right. He was more worried about that
I was more
martini.
into the drink.
I had the martini, and I said, you know what? I'm going to give my man a martini because he won. I shook it up, poured it. She's holding that, and she's ready. She got some big things in his face. He took the drink and walked away.
Oh, man.
What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, Spaniard was in that.
was a different
Family
time.
man.
Yeah. Spania. Valerio was in that.
That was pre-baby.
Oh, man.
Blob was in that.
Yeah.
Yes, Blob was in that. Blob, I thought Blob was going to win that match.
Yeah.
But no, actually, I always knew he was going to win because I had that martini. I was ready. I'm like, my man's going to win this.
Well, you know, I was like one of the final four in that bitch.
You were in that match?
Yeah.
What are you doing wrestling?
I was the one and done.
That's
so
the
you
match.
really are undefeated.
No, it's a battle royal. That don't count.
Yeah, because that was the match when I threw him out. He didn't make it over the top, and I turned around. So I punched him in the face and threw him out.
But you know how that top rope is?
Like Weeble wobbled on that top rope?
Bro, I don't even think I weeble wobbled. I just kind of
Was
went.
that on TV?
Yeah, that was on
No. It was edited out nice though. Thank you, Eddie Jackson.
I want to see the Weeble wobble. I want to see that.
Bro, I think I have video. I'll show you later. It's not
But
good.
for me, it was definitely a good experience. I didn't expect to win. Man. I was.
What do you mean you didn't expect?
I was brand new. I think I was
You were the only guy in there with a
second or
character.
third match.
You're gonna win.
No, I'm just saying, basically somebody who's just beginning in the business. I didn't think I would have any wins this early in my career, or just want to be like featured.
I'm gonna give you. You know what? This kid is a lucky kid.
Yeah,
He's a lucky.
that's
kid.
what I'm trying to explain.
What was your first singles match?
Against him,
Against Craig?
That was not before. That was not televised.
That was before I got the Sandyman gimmick. That was my first match at Sandyman. I was when I debuted against Chris Payne.
His first match, I welcomed him to the business.
Oh, so you blooded him up?
Chopped the skin off.
Yeah. So man, poor's a beach bum Brody. Oh, if you guys can go out and find the pictures of the beach bum match.
We got the Raw show when I threw the dog at him.
He lit him up.
Yeah.
All right, long story short, the Brody match. Brody's a nice kid. Beach bums, young talents, nice kids coming up. We're in the match. Literally 3 minutes into the match, he hits me in the nose with his shoulder, busts my nose again for like the 5th time in like 6 months. I see my nose bleeding.
Uh-oh.
I look at this kid. I look at my nose. I see his whole family in the front row. I proceed to beat the dog out of this kid. In front of his family. His mama looked like she was like going to cry.
Really?
If you ever see the videos of me blowing kisses to the crowd, that's because I'm blowing kisses to his family, like kiss your boy goodbye.
Dude, we turned heels for a hot minute that time.
I wasn't a very happy man that day.
He's always getting beat up in every match.
He deserves it. He talks too damn much.
Every match.
Do you guys prefer to be faces or heels or?
We're who we are.
That's it.
We don't have a stigma.
Yeah,
Taboo Crew is the Taboo Crew. It doesn't matter if we're going against bad guys or if we're going against good guys. We are going to be who we are regardless.
Okay.
Our personalities don't change. Our characters do not change. We are who we're going to be. So it doesn't matter if it's in Wrestle Pro or BBWF or if we're at PWE where we're going against more of the fan favorites. It doesn't matter who we're going against or our opponents or what we're look to do. We are us. We don't have any labels. We're not good guys. We're not bad guys. We're the Taboo Crew.
Yeah, I think we always get over anyway. If we are the bad guys, it seems like we always wind up getting cheered anyway at the end of it. So
it's like outside the ring, we're a bunch of say whatever we want, but then in between the ropes, you can't help but cheer them.
Yeah, my mouth has gotten me in a lot of trouble over the years.
Fuck it, eh?
I've kind of I've mellowed out a little bit over the past few years, but my mouth still is what it is.
So I wanted to ask you. You talked about PWE. You had a special weekend a few weeks ago where you wrestled 4 matches. You were in the main event.
I did.
and you were like a year before that. You were hurt, right?
Yeah.
So how special was that week for you?
It's a long process to come back. I had, I blew my knee out. I gained a bunch of weight, and I was, you get depressed, and it's hard, but you work hard, and you keep coming and coming and coming and coming, and then you get an opportunity to go in there and a bunch of different promoters and people, have faith in you to go out there and perform for them, and it was a lot of wrestling in 3 days, but I thought I brought it every time we went out there. We had some good matches. We had some fun, and then
you actually got the main event too.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I was like,
Yeah, I knew about that about 15 minutes before.
And somehow I got yelled at for that one.
I yelled at him. I said, "I'm not in this match."
I was like, "Fuck, I don't know. You're welcome." I'm like, I don't know. Damn.
I hobbled my own butt out there, and when you're in there with a guy like Mike Verna, that dude he's gonna throw people around, and he's gonna hit you, and you just gotta roll with the punches, hit the dude back. You know, I'm halfway through that match. I'm thinking to myself, it's goddamn Sunday night. This is my fourth match.
It's all right. The one with Titus and Will Ferrara, that was a fun one.
That was a great.
You guys had a good match with them. They
them.
cheated to win, but
You're the only guy taller than Will Ferrara, so he's happy about
I will whoop Will Ferrara's ass. You hear me, Will Ferrara? I will meet you in Philly, and I will whoop your ass.
So GIno Gotz looks down on somebody.
That's it. That's it.
so you have a dream match of yourself, Gino?
I want to whoop the shit out of Eddie Jackson.
Okay.
I want to beat the hell out of that man. Yeah, you ever see Bill Alfonso versus Beulah?
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
Bueller.
I'm Beulah. I will whoop his ass in 2 minutes, bloody him senseless. That's it. He will be buried with the Jackson 5. That's it.
So, I want to ask you guys, like, what is your goal for the year? Like, what does the Taboo Crew want to accomplish?
With them damn championships.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
that's
How about a shot? Like,
I'd like, it'd be nice. I pretty much for this year, I want to continue to grow as a team. I want to go to new places. I want to reach new fans. I want to reach new people to see what we do. You know, because you got a lot of people. Unless you see us in person and see how we perform, you're gonna get labeled. Oh, they're just like a hokey Northeast Indie team. But when you put us in there with anybody, we're going to go out there, we're going to shine, and we're going to put on good matches. And people, they see the gimmicks or they see the flash, they don't see the substance. And unless you're in that building to watch it, you're not gonna get it. I've had a lot of people come up to us and say, "Wow, you know, when I saw you guys first, I didn't really, know what to think of you. I didn't think you guys were, I don't think you were really going to be able to do, go out there and do your thing. But you proved me wrong." And I think we can do that to a lot of fans and promoters listening. Listen up. The Taboo Crew should be all over the place, and that's our goal right now is to get out there more.
You talked about hokey tag teams. Not that they were hokey, but the Southside Players Club. Did you guys ever have any of that lingering effect to comparison?
Yeah, because I ended up being a member of the Southside Players Club at the end. The Southside Players Club, their whole spiel was very similar to what I do. They came out with the dancers, and they had the champagne, and they had the party, and the entrance was their substance. But another thing that really people didn't get, they didn't get to see how great Mario and Hardway were. Those two guys could go in the ring, and everybody's seeing it now. You see Mario Boccaro on Impact now.
Yeah.
People are starting to see how great in the ring he was and is. And his chance to get on those shows was doing that, character. Mm-hmm. And now that he's not a character, now he goes out there and he's himself, people are really going to see the real him. And over the last couple of years, people have seen that, and that's why he's doing so well. I kind of got typecast into the Southside Players Club. Mario was moving on to do his thing. There was a hole in that team. I came in and I was doing like 6-man tags with them for a while, and we were kind of feeding off each other as I was like a loose member. And then when Mario went and did his own thing, I stepped in, and we had some success as a tag team. Me and Joe Hardway. Joe Hardway's a good dude. We had some really fun matches. When we split, we had some wars. We had some really rough matches with each other. And if you hear me, Joe, I don't know if I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well.
Doesn't he live under a bridge now?
He lives somewhere.
He's a drifter, right?
Yeah, the original drifter.
Yeah.
I don't think he hears anything.
Last time I seen Joe, I threw him in a dumpster at the Broadway Rec Center. That was the last time I seen Joe Hardway. I swear to God. I whooped his ass and threw him in a dumpster at Broadway Rec Center.
There's a lot of people that, after the split, left, like the Starman and a couple of other, the Drunken Pirate.
When that split happened, 99.9% of the roster when he became WrestlePro.
Yeah, and it was.
And it wasn't.
You could tell.
It wasn't the fact that the Pirate or Starman weren't good workers or great characters. It's just they weren't the homegrown guys that we had. Our locker room is very tight knit. You know, you don't see. You go to a lot of places, you see the little groups. Everybody's kind of together. We all get along. Everybody's friends. Everybody can go and have dinner with each other. Everybody gets along. You don't see anybody arguing in the back. You don't hear the he said, she said garbage in the back. That doesn't happen because everybody has the same goal and everybody's working together. And if he does great, I'm going to cheer him on and he's going to cheer him on. If we do great, we're lifting each other up as opposed to breaking each other down. And that's the difference between us and a lot of locker rooms.
How do you guys feel about how Kevin Matthews is being used on an Impact right now?
I think Kevin Matthews is one of the most unsung names in professional wrestling. That dude has it all. He has charisma. He's a freaking giant.
Yep.
He's huge. He's in shape. Super athletic.
He had some great matches with Kurt Hawkins.
He can talk. Yeah, man. He can talk. He can wrestle. He can go.
Everything he says.
Yeah.
You know, and listen. If he's really good, and he'll tell you he's really good. But he goes out there and he performs and he shows. And now it's been a long time for him to get an opportunity to show a large scale audience, like a TV audience, that he can be a big player. And you watch the next couple of years, he's going to be moving up that card. He's going to be a big time guy for them, and the future's great for Kevin. Kevin really deserves it. He works super hard, and he's got all the gifts. They just gotta show all the people that that didn't know who he was. Now they're going to know, and they're all going to love him or hate him. But he's going to get a response one way or the other.
Yeah. You guys used to work together, didn't you? Like
Kevin, that's my boy.
The gentleman's club side. I mean, not the wrestling side.
Kevin's a good friend of mine. I've known Kevin for a long time. Taboo. A lot of the boys have graced the doors of Taboo one time or another. Kevin's no stranger to Taboo.
Sorry. This will be my last question. The money that you shoot out of the money gun, if I come to Taboo, will you accept it?
There's no chance in hell. If you look at the Big Deal Craig Steele money that gets shot out of that gun, it's going to have a beautiful picture of the Big Deal. It's going to say my Twitter handle, my Instagram handle, my Facebook page, all my information that you're going to want to find the Big Deal is going to be on that money. Gotcha. And there's children all over the world that have Big Deal money, I'm sure.
Bro, it's crazy. Kids love us. We're a damn strip club.
I just showed that run for
very inappropriate for children. They love it.
They don't get it. We're just having fun, but they don't.
Guys,
man.
Coming up in May and June, I'm gonna have fluorescent money. So we're gonna turn the lights down, shoot that money. It's gonna blow.
Oh man!
I thought he said Braille.
Something
I do that. Maybe I'll do some Braille.
Do some Braille.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll glow.
Then we can record some things for Hush.
The glow, see the hose.
Oh man!
All right, can we get a couple? Before we go any further, I'm gonna get a couple plugs. May 20th, WrestlePro. We're gonna be at the Rawway Rec Center. If you're listening to this show, it's going to be a big-time show. Cody Rhodes will be in the house, as well as the Taboo Crew and all your favorite WrestlePro stars. June 10th, Keyport. I believe is it St. James?
It's a church.
St. James School, I believe. Taboo Crew and the rest of WrestlePro will be in action. The Taboo Crew will be going up against the FBI. Little Guido and Tracy Smothers. So that's going to be
exciting.
That'll be an exciting match, and there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. Every year that Keyport show is big.
It's a great building. I love that building.
The Keyport building is big. It's air conditioned. It's lively. That place is electric, and you're not going to want to miss that. And always we have our Starland Ballroom shows. Starland Ballroom has about 7 bars in the building, so if you drink, that's the spot to be.
We have Brooklyn coming up too.
I don't know. I think they moved the Brooklyn date.
Oh.
So we got a lot of good stuff coming up in May and June. And promoters, hit us up. Facebook, The Big Deal Craig Steele.
GIno Gotz.
GIno Gotz at Craig Taboo on Twitter and Instagram. Micah Jenkins doesn't have it on Twitter because he's a dummy.
Sure, I got him. Don't worry about it. You need Micah Jenkins, you come to me.
All right, we did Dubs.
You wrapping this
Gino
up?
handles my business.
No, I just want to get my plugs out before the wrap up because if people stop listening before the plug.
Ain't nobody stop listening to us. I will smack this.
You're tiny. You ain't smacking nobody.
Bro, it's radio. They don't know that.
Hold the list. Good job.
I sound huge on radio.
Dance.
And for us, we're Wrestling IQ 101. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wrestling IQ 101.
Are you wrapping us up?
He's wrapping us up.
Wrapping it up.
Well, if you guys don't want to wrap up,
No,
You got any more questions?
keep talking. Keep going. We're not done.
You guys want to keep
I only
going?
had one more question anyway.
All right, give us the question.
Fucking
That's a good
wrap me. I'll tell you when we wrap up.
okay.
I just wanted to know while you guys were in Florida this past week, if you had any of those like Florida man moments, if you encountered any of those like epic Florida man people. You ever hear about those things like Florida man?
Like when you go. No. Let me translate. Let me translate what my man is saying.
Like some kind of
If you go on Google and type in Florida man ... some crazy shit's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Florida man daughter got eaten by alligator at McDonald's. Florida man,
okay.
yeah, like some.
Okay.
So those people are fucking nuts. No, we
Oh,
didn't.
we were in Orlando.
Yeah, it was tourist country.
Nah,
But
I just had
however,
a migraine the whole day. from
bro,
the
those people are
wrestling
slow
with
as
a
fucking
migraine.
dirt. Like I ordered chicken sliders, two little ass sliders, the size of my fist. That's little for you people out there. 45 minutes. So I asked him, I'm like, did you put my order in? Yeah, I did. When the fuck's it coming out? Oh, like they don't see anything wrong with it. Like, move your fucking ass. I will go in the back and cook it my damn self, and I will fucking strangle your cook and use his fucking intestines as a fucking tartar sauce.
Jesus Christ.
It's like the reincarnation of Joe Pesci, man. For sure, man.
Derek, edit that out, Derek.
All right, you're gonna have the last one. You're gonna have. Let's see the big one. This is the best one.
You got, so we talked about many of your different opponents, but you had a one-off against Johnny Clash and X-Pac. How was it?
Johnny who?
I remember that match.
Retired, right?
Johnny. Oh.
He's tired.
Oh, I didn't, because I only recognize him when he's laying horizontal,
Okay.
because looking up at the stars.
So when you wrestle a tag team for a one-off, maybe with a legend or just a one-off tag team, how does that chemistry kind of change with somebody different, like from the Heavenly Bodies?
Craig.
That was an interesting match.
I'm not talking about this.
The way it changes is, as opposed to us, being up and, going out there like just going to war. When you're in there with a legend, you kind of got to go by their speed.
Yeah.
And you're going to listen to them. They're going to lead you to where they want you, where they believe the best place to go is. And who am I to tell this dude who's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, what I think should be, going on. So it's a little different, but it's a great experience. The guy's tremendous. He's in great shape, and it's definitely a different dynamic than wrestling with a couple of younger dudes that that are trying to reach that level, as opposed to a guy that's been on that level for a long time and is kind of just showing you the ropes. X-Pac.
Did you feel the same way?
Yeah, it was more of a being directed, and for me, it was, like I said, it was a learning experience. And
You must have liked that day.
Yeah, I definitely did. I really did. And as far as like wrestling guys like Espano or Heavenly Bodies, like it's more of a collaborative thing where you ping pong ideas off of each other and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty much the same thing he just said.
Not only was X-Pac involved in that match, but Santino got involved too. I had to take his ass out, walk out in victory. I remember how I want to remember it. Don't look at me. I remember.
We were talking about Hornswoggle being heavy. Yeah. This little prick is about as heavy as Hornswoggle. Get him over my shoulder. It was when you got 195 pounds of dead weight.
I am not 195.
A meatball. You're a little meatball.
Wait, which time?
Did you guys? Did any the Union show when it was?
Were you guys at the Union show?
I was not, but I watched that.
You guys were afraid of the snow?
Yeah. Everybody after
he beat MJ.
Bro, he picks me up over his shoulder. I don't even remember this happening. And he takes my arm, Weekend at Bernie style, and starts high-fiving the whole front row. Because, I just beat Maxwell Jacob Feinstein. And you're that fucking guy.
Oh, my goodness. You curse a lot,
Who? I'm a teacher.
That's sad. That's really scary. What do you teach?
I'm not saying.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that wherever school system he teaches in is not a blue ribbon school system.
What alternatives?
Let me know so I will know not to send my kids to that school.
No, bro. No, we good. I get along great with kids. It's adults I have a problem with.
Oh my goodness. All right, I got one last question. This is my last question.
All right.
Oh my god, GIno Gotz.
What?
This is for you. What happened to the last person that told you to go get your fucking shine box?
Yo. Fucking, I hate that shit so much. Because everybody thinks they're so fucking original and funny, and they all do it, and I want to just fucking take the knife out of my pocket and slice their throat and bury them in the goddamn ocean, and fucking, I want to take their... No.
Hold on, what's worse? People asking you to go get your shine box, or everybody that thinks this dude is the hot dog.
Bro, can we talk about that first?
People think I'm hot dogs starts and people really think I'm hamburger.
Cheeseburger. You know cheeseburger from Ring of Honor? Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. We're at PWE last month.
Oh my god.
He's bigger.
We're at PWE last month.
More
The
talented.
promoter's wife gives Micah Jenkins cheeseburger's envelope
Oh my god.
because she thought he was cheeseburger.
Oh my god.
Right?
And he gave her the envelope back. I said, "What is wrong with you?"
I would have took that. I would have took it and ran. Damn right.
Oh man.
Oh man.
We're on the same show. He's
That's
literally
it.
standing.
Can you take my picture with cheeseburger?
10 feet away.
I've been asked. We're standing at the merchandise table. Hey, Craig, where's your partner? Why are you chilling with hot dog? Why's hot dog with you?
Fucking people.
So not only is he a cheeseburger, he's a hot dog.
Oh
and
my god.
These are your people. It's fucking up in Denellen. That's not far from here.
That's fucked up.
That's it.
It's a hot dog. They call him a hot dog.
Hot dog, cheeseburger.
Hot dog was in the match. I'm like, hot dog's right there. He's right there.
But man, how many matches do you have to wrestle in a night? Damn, they just
He's
the
wearing. Jack's
workhorse.
wearing like.
I'm in better shape than both of those guys.
Seriously.
Taller than both of those guys.
Oh my god! But
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
if you tell me to get your shine box,
Wrestling
I'm gonna
fans.
kill you in front of your children, and I'm gonna tell them why that's just happening. Like I'm gonna hit you with a bus. You're gonna go into intensive care. Then your kids are gonna come to the hospital. They're gonna cry, but you're gonna pull out of intensive care, and then I'm gonna kill you. Just to watch your family just suffer because you deserve it.
Oh man.
Get your shine box,
You
cheeseburger.
motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Well, on that note,
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got one more story.
one more.
Oh my god.
It's a bad one.
All right, I think you should cut it off right now. It's long and depressing.
So the first time I wanted to get t-shirts, I go to if you guys ever want to get a logo or something done, go to Mark Carino. He does great graphic work. Or maybe not. Mike is dying. Don't worry, we'll just replace you with cheeseburger. Nobody will notice.
No.
Cheeseburger.
We need
That's a partner.
So with the whole shine box gimmick, I was like, all right, people, let me run with this. So I go to Mr. Mark Carino. I'm like, can you do me a logo? He's like, yeah, sure. What do you want? I'm like, can you put on the shirt, no more shines? And he looks at me and he's like, nah. And I'm like, why? He goes, just think about what you just said to me. He goes, you can't, it was I don't know, you guys are nice people. Shines is a very racist comment. But so yeah, we didn't do that, cause
yeah.
it wouldn't have sold too well. Maybe in Denellen though. Yeah. I gotta make it for those hood wearing motherfuckers. Those are some white trash. I love people in Denellen. No, actually, fuck you people in Denellen.
All right.
All right.
I think we're done.
All right, we're gonna close it out.
Just remember to
You can
like, subscribe.
You can listen to this WrestlingIQ101.com, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram at WrestlingIQ101. Check it out. Make sure you check out these guys.
Yeah, remember, follow other pages.
At Taboo, at Craig Taboo. The Big Deal Craig Steele on Facebook. Craig Taboo, Instagram, TabooMen'sClub.com for all your gentlemen's club needs.
Buy the merchandise.
I'm GIno _Gotz on Instagram, Twitter. Just GIno Gotz on Facebook. That's it. Micah, do you have anything?
I have Instagram. Yes, I do. It's Micah Jenkins WP. Follow my Instagram.
And if you can't get a hold of him, just get a hold of me and I'll get a hold of him.
Awesome. And we are Wrestling IQ 101. We are out.